Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Hollywood Hills show. For the last couple of weeks, we've been focusing in on the broad media. We've been checking out new bikes. We've been checking out new tracks, talking to the media and talking to the industry. It's been an absolutely fantastic journey, but it's time to get serious now as we get ready to go into the penultimate round of the GXCCs. Check it out. These are the front runners going into the penultimate round. Let's kick things off with our 50cc racing warriors. Rogan Matthews comes in on 147. His closest rival is Ivan Skoltz on 113, so it's not over yet on the 50s. On the 65s, going to be interesting to see what goes down. Declan Richards has been the man to beat. He comes in on 130 with Alexander Nemeth on 118. That's a two-horse race out front. Then on the 85cc juniors, this is a massive gate where Liam Skipper's Mullet Man looks like he is unassailable. Juan Agostino is on a 105. Skippers is on a 150. Mullet Man is running into the distance. He's had the perfect season so far. And on the 85 seniors, Derek van Aspergen and Drickus van der Merwe. It's a two-horse race. There's nothing to decide between the two double Ds. 138 to van Aspergen, 122 to van der Merwe. It's super tight. Over on the four-wheel side of the gate, the quads, starting out with the ladies. Liesl Barnard on 147 with a comfortable buffer ahead of Carly van Staden, but van Staden has been ultra consistent, but it is Liesl Barnard in the points lead at the moment. Quad veterans, Tony DeSantos, he's come on strong in the second half of the season. He's on a 133 over Barney Barnard on a 120, so that is fingernail bitingly close in the veterans. Quad masters, Vickers Pretorius in good shape at the moment, but this is one of the closest run championships with only 5 points between Pretorius and Roxy DeSantos. That is for the win in the Quad Masters. Q2's Henny Macau Jr. has a slender 3-point lead ahead of Davy van Staden, so this is going to come down to rands and cents. And then in the Q1s, Carly Simon is in the championship points lead ahead of Francois Smallberger. This is going to be a nail biter for the quads going into the final two rounds. On to now the ladies' gate, where we've started to see bigger numbers coming in 2024. Brooklyn Lilford has been the young lady to beat. Not the perfect season, but very strong numbers. Shelley Tyler, though, is coming on strong in the second half of the tour. And then into our Pro-Am gates. Edwin Gower leads ahead of Aubrey de Meyer. That is going to be a close run thing to see who walks away with the first title in the senior Pro-Ams. OR4s, first half of the season, all about Jake the Snake Pretorius, but in the second half of the season, Drickus van der Merwe has been coming on like a freight train. Then we go up the road into the OR3's massive gate, where Philip Hobbs has been solid and consistent. He leads out ahead of Janko Vennikirk and Cameron Farrell. Into the OR2 Pro-Ams, two-horse race, and this will be a nail-biter. Dieter de Vet has taken more wins than Jaco Nordia, but Jaco Nordia is right on his wheel at every single race. In the OR1 Pro-Am, the big bangers, the big guy, Ben Roostradam, leads out ahead of Francois Smallberger, and that was due to a couple of mechanicals for Smallberger. Stradam will be looking over his shoulder going into the final two rounds. On to the age group category, starting out with the veterans. The first half of the season was the Jeff Den show, but Jeremy Smith has been there to pick up the pieces, and he's kept it within 5 points, so watch out for that to start heating up nicely. In the Masters Gate, Peter Hall, tough to bet against the big guy on the Kawasaki, but captain consistency, Francois Swanepoel, is right there, still within a shout. And then into the seniors, Lawrence Mahoney has really come back to life this season, but when he's won, Kochi has got second place. Kochi has a win under his belt, and Kochi could still pounce, but for now, it's all about Laurie. And then in the massive high school category, 125ers, Nate Dogg, Nathan Westerdale, looking to nail down a big number one plate, and second in the running at the moment is Alex Schrobler. And finally, the pro gates. In the OR3s, Peter Karam has been solid and consistent, and at the previous round took over the championship points lead ahead of another consistent rider, Tyron Beverly. That is going to be a nail biter and a close run thing in the final two rounds. Into the OR2s, it's been a two-horse race. Johnny Be Good, John Buerta and Carl de Toy. Buerta hasn't run away with it because de Toy has been right on his wheel, and that could still change up with 2 rounds to go. And the OR1 Pro big bangers, Scotty H, Scott Haygate, but Scotty going in for late season surgery could see Jean Vilken, currently in second place, move on up. But for now, Scotty H has the cheese on the top step. So as you can see, it is all to play for in the GXCC Championship. We will see you guys on the line. And of course, we'll get ourselves ready for the next couple of weeks. We'll go straight into the edit, bring you all the cheese, but get those entries in, guys. We will see you on the line on the 5th of October out at Bronkhorstspruit. And that gets us dangerously close to the end of the championship.